Okay guys, so today we're looking at the top 5 myths about a ketogenic diet. So, if you're here about keto and you want to know what's all the gossip and why is it not being telling the truth, stay tuned. Okay guys, so a ketogenic diet has always been seen to be a negative thing by a lot of the media. Now, some people have claimed, oh, it's obviously the diet industry because they focus on lowering fat. The diet industry now has moved over to a ketogenic diet because it realized it cannot stop the science. So there's a lot of people now are doing ketogenic diets and they're realizing, wow, these are working and working effectively. So this is the key point, and you just need to understand a keto diet to make it healthy and conducive for you. Now, for myself, I mean, I just see it as something where it can be easily misunderstood because you need to tick a special box, and that is ketosis. Meaning, there are many things around you in the diet today, in the supermarkets, that will kick you out of ketosis, and that's why most people fail, and they fail because they don't take their electrolytes. So, these are the 2 key things that you really need to understand. So, looking down here, myth number 1. Keto is just eating bacon and butter. So, no, keto is a massively varied diet. You just need to understand your body and make a list of the carbs you've done. You have dirty keto, you have clean keto. The reality is most people are in the middle in a semi-clean, semi-dirty diet. What does this mean? Right, so on a clean keto diet, it's super clean, and that means you only eat whole foods and non-processed foods. On a dirty keto diet means you eat absolutely anything as long as your carbs are below 20 grams a day. Now, and also you have to actually avoid things that spike your blood sugar because that will slow your ketone production down. So, looking at this, it is a total myth. Just butter and bacon or stuff like this, or just meat. No, you would find that on a carnivore diet or a paleo diet. That's what they're meant to be. But even those you don't usually do it. They usually take supplements as well. So the main idea here is on a keto diet, you can have tons of different types of foods. So for example, look at the picture. Eggs are fantastic and versatile. You can eat tons of eggs. You've got broccoli, you've got spinach there, you've got nuts, you've got olive oil, you've got avocado oil, you've got coconut oil, you've got MCT oils, you've got, you can have bacon, it's up to you, but go for 0 carb bacon. Butter, yes, you can have. Cheese, avocados, salmon, steaks, all meats pretty much, as long as they're 0 carb cuts. Fish, loads of stuff, guys. There's literally a massive amount of things you can have. There's also there are also a lot of products such as keto bars, keto porridge, keto bread, keto wraps, and you can see those reviews on my channel. They're basically as well conducive because it works no matter if it's dirty or if it's clean. So it still does work, but clean keto will probably be a lot more effective, especially in the long run. Why? Because dirty keto has more chemicals. Clean keto nearly has none. So that's why it's super purging, healthy. So the fat loss is phenomenal. Now, a proper keto diet includes meat, fish, eggs, vegetables, healthy fats and nutrients dense whole foods. So there you go, guys. That's that myth gone. There's tons of food you can have, and there's lots of also processed food on a dirty keto diet you can have as well. Absolutely tons. So what we got here? Myth number 2, keto is dangerous for everyone. No, keto has been done for millennia. It's been even used for loads and loads of years. Before we were farmers, we just ate animals. So this is the whole idea. Our body was processing this way as well for millennia. Now, what we can see is that also keto diets are used by doctors to stop epilepsy in the 1920s, I believe, and also at the same time in modern day diets they're used to control certain situations, and so doctors prescribe the diet. So you cannot prescribe a diet that will harm your health. So there you go, you have the ultimate understanding there, and even if you understand and research the science, you'll understand there's nothing wrong with it. As long as you do it properly, you'll be fine. Now, again, follow the rules. Look at the research, find out how keto is actually nearly identical to fasting, but a long-term option to fasting. You'll find out that keto actually helps. Keto research found that mice extended their life by 14% by being on an exclusive keto diet. Cyclical keto is possibly to even extend your life much more, because there was a phenomenon coming up, and you can look at that on my channel. Now, these are all possible, guys. Safe, natural, backed by science. Okay, supports fat loss, stable energy, improved focus, blood sugar balance, may support certain medical conditions. So the whole idea here is, yes, it's may, a lot of may. So that's may, that's nearly with every diet we've looked at. So the whole idea there is look at the science, see what it points to. It all points to thumbs up, fantastic, super healthy diet. So here we go, moving on. Again, obviously, you need to consult a doctor if there are any issues, especially if you have conditions. Why? Because if you have conditions, any diet you have, you must consult a doctor, because it could harm you. Okay, so here we go. Myth number 3, you can eat unlimited calories on keto. Right, you can eat, and I can tell you now, a ton of food on keto. Tons of meat, tons of eggs. Yes, one day I ate 14 eggs. And it was in a period when I dieted on keto for 3.5 months. I lost 20 kg, and yes, I would eat tons of eggs every single day, and I became phenomenally healthy, thin, and fit. So, the whole idea here is, when you're looking at it, keto is a tool, not a free pass to overeat. How does it work? You're always satiated, you're full and happy, and that's what you need, but you're technically inside your body fasting. There you go. Now, here we go. So don't eat too much, guys. You shouldn't overeat on any diet. Eat until you're full, then stop. Okay, if you feel hungry in a hunger pang, go eat some crispy bacon, 0 carb, go eat some eggs, full stop. So, here we go. That's basically right. You've got right calories and you've got wrong calories. Yes, you can eat a lot on keto. There's no doubt. Eating tons of meat or protein, you can eat a lot of fat and protein, and you're still going to be super fine. So, but you cannot. It doesn't mean there's a pass, because that's just disgusting gluttony. Number 4, the brain needs carbs to function. Not at all. That's a total myth. In fact, you have the best energy the brain loves when you go on a keto diet. What happens is that all your body mostly burns fatty acids, so they're getting rid of all the fatty acids you've broken down from lipolysis, from your fat adipose tissue. So what happens is you drop tons of weight, but loads of your body uses those fatty acids as energy, but then your body sends some of them to your liver to convert them into this fantastic energy molecule for the body called ketones. That's what your brain loves. And so these ketones go to your brain and fuel your brain. They make your brain have the best energy it loves, ketones. So that's why ketones, that's why you hear so much about ketosis and ketones. You don't use fat for your brain, you use ketones. You can see there that the truth is, on keto, your brain efficiently uses ketones, a clean, stable fuel that supports mental clarity, focus, and steady energy. Okay, guys, so that's a fact. There's no argument there. It's scientific fact. So, here we go. Myth number 5. Here we go. Keto is only water weight loss. No, that's a total myth. If you go to look at my weekly weight loss videos on keto, you'll see it tells you what you should lose on average for your activity level. So, it depends how active you are, like all diets, and then what happens is you lose a lot of weight. Now, in the first week 1 is when you lose your most water, because you burn glycogen, you drop 3 or 4 times the amount of water as glycogen, and then at the same time, when you lower insulin, your hormone signals to say drop sodium. Sodium's dropped out of their kidneys, you lose tons of water as well. Where sodium goes, water follows. So that's the main idea there. So yes, you do lose water at first, but as your body adapts to ketosis, it burns stored body fat for fuel, and that leads to real lasting fat loss, and it converts fatty acids into ketones to burn in the most important parts of your body. So early stages, week 1 especially, you burn some fat with water mostly, and then week 2 you burn mostly fat with still a little bit of water, and then basically the adaptation phase is week 2 to 6, meaning nearly nothing in week 2. So all onwards from week 1 is mostly fat, and you drop a lot of water on week 1. Okay, so week 2 onwards, all fat mostly. Week 1, some fat and lots of water. There you go. So that is a total myth, and you just continue burning fat and you lose a lot of weight. So guys, I hope this dispelled any of those myths that are totally unfounded and unscientific. Look at the research yourself online. You'll find all the information and you'll understand how a ketogenic diet is not just healthy, it's super healthy. So guys, if you have any questions, pop them down there in the comments, thumbs up and subscribe. Okay guys, I'll see you on the next one.